5 Mania 25-26 season. We got the roster updates for good old Tecmo Super Bowl, and we are going to make this a season to remember. So last game we blew the Vikings out 27-0, and that felt pretty good. But today, the real challenge, we're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. You guys, the Steelers and Browns rivalry dates back a real long time. And, you know, the last time the Browns were in the playoffs, the only playoff game that they won was against the Steelers. So, that means something. So we're going to take on Aaron Rodgers and company because that's the roster we got. So if y'all are ready, let's begin. So we got to stop them. Nice. Okay, so they're liking the run game, it looks like. Let's see what we can do. Looks like they're well on the way to their first touchdown. Oh, shit. There we go. Let me take a glance over here. It just, why does it always say this? It says YouTube is not receiving enough video. But then I go back and watch it and it looks fine. So it seems like interceptions are going to be a threat in this game. Seeing as how I already got one. Interceptions. No interceptions. Hopefully no fumbles. We just need to get over that line, dude. That's it. And there's first down. Let's go. So I'm going to do a long pass play here. Fuck. It's already been a pretty high turnover game, so. There he is. Mr. MVP right there. Somebody stop him. I ran so hard, I bounced off of him. So even if they get a touchdown, that's not really a huge. It's not really a huge deal because they would have. This would have been their touchdown to get anyway. So it's 2nd and 20. I'm thinking something like that's going to happen. Yep. That's 3rd and 30. Yeah. Oh, they're for sure going to pass the ball. Maybe that one. Well, yep, they did. Incomplete pass. They're going to field goal it on the 30-yard line, which seems totally doable. Yes. So we'll start off the second quarter. What's happening? What the hell? What the fuck was that? He blocked the field goal and they picked it up somehow? I didn't know they could do that. That just kind of made me mad. There you go. We're getting on the board. Right now. Right now. Alright, so now we gotta be about getting the ball back. So how do we be about getting the ball back? I'm betting they're gonna run the first time. And then they're probably gonna do a pass. Nice. Are they gonna try to pass the ball all? This is like not really making a lot of sense to me here. Come on, interception. Come on. No. Wait, you getting this, dude? Nice. Now he's calling timeout. What is he doing that for? Why is this saying it's not receiving enough video? But there it is. Looks like it's fine. All right. We need to get the ball down there. We need to basically do what we did last time. So now we'll tie it up after we get the ball the second time. It's annoying. I don't understand how he fumbled the ball either. It was a little different. I hate when they do that. He was going to tackle me. He was going to tackle me. Yeah, here we go. They was going to tackle me. We got to push him back somehow. See if we can get a safety or something. Tackle him! Tackle him in the end zone! They were basically starting over now. I wonder if I can do anything with this color palette. It doesn't look any different though when I change it, so. Okay, so... Oh, I didn't change my staff back out from when I was doing B team on the last game. Don't block that. Don't touch it. You don't touch that. I can't switch my people all the time on offense again. Okay, so all we gotta do is hold them and kick a field goal, and we'll win the game. Alright, there you go. We're off to a good start there. He already did a handy, and that didn't work very good. How about a pass play? A serious pass play. Moving a touchback. Alright, they're still getting a first down. They really like running the ball, dude. I don't know. I'm surprised at the extent that they're running the ball in this game. Fuck! Okay, there you go. He lost 10 yards. 11 yards. So let's... He's got to pass. There's no way he's not going to pass. Nice. 30 down? Almost. He's calling a timeout now. I don't know why when I go to the right, I gotta push the button so hard. They're going to punt it. They're down bad. Let's go. Mm, 2-minute warning. Do we get 2-minute warning? I'm gonna take his controller apart, dude. Now we back in the game, baby. I switched out everybody for the best people. I took that. The coverage was too intense on that one. I didn't like it. We're running out of time, though. Don't tip it. Don't tip it. Ah! I don't need to call timeout that time. Oh, it's 4th down. Is that the end of the game? Fuck! Should I go for an onside kick? No, I guess not. So now we really got to shut him down. We gotta just do the whole thing over again. They didn't manage the time clock better. They're gonna run. They're gonna do a run. It's only 2nd and 10. All right. Now he's going to pass, I think. Get the ball, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. Honestly, this game just really got on my nerves, dude. Oh my goodness. There. We win. We win the game. We beat the Steelers. Oh my god, dude. Ugh. That was stressful. You know, last game we had was 27-0, and we blew the Vikings out. This game was tough. It was a tough game. But that makes my record 3-3. So we're on our way. Like I said, if you go 8-8, you could make wild card depending on how the other teams do. And then, basically anything more than 8, you're somewhat assured to make the playoffs. So I will say this. I played the majority of that game with my B team, not on purpose. I did that accidentally. But there is some strategy. If you have a good team, but you're concerned about them getting injured, to not play them as often. And I think one of the issues that Kevin Stefanski had when he was Browns head coach and whoever, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, they would get these dudes and just keep them in there. I mean, look at how they did Baker Mayfield. Now, I think some of that was his own doing. I think he wanted to be in the games. But, I mean, he was out there playing and he was all braced up and his shoulder was messed up or whatever. And, like, why would they have you in every down of a game when you're like that? You know what I mean? If they're running the ball, why does he need to be in there? If they're not passing the ball, why does he need to be in there? If they are going to pass the ball, couldn't they have somebody else, stand in for him? I want to say they had Jacoby Brissett at the time, so like he could have done it, but regardless. And like I don't know. That team that they had built in 2020 and 2021, that was a good team. And then in 2022, they took Watson from the Texans, and the Texans ended up picking up C.J. Stroud, and now the Texans look really good, and they also just beat the Steelers about a week ago. So it's weird to me that we didn't, for whatever reason, I don't know if it was the coach's decision or if it was the front office's decision to bring Watson in. Oh, that's my next game. I say this. All right. So next game, game 7. That's going to be the Browns versus the Dolphins. So y'all hang in there for that one. That's coming up. I'm excited to update my record here. Like I said, now I'm 3-3. So I don't know if I'm going to do this over the weekend. I might try just because it doesn't really take a long time. I mean, I've only been on here for 25 minutes. So if I can find 30 minutes over the weekend, hop on and play a game. 30 minutes Saturday, 30 minutes Sunday. I feel like I can do that. It shouldn't be a problem. So we're going to the Super Bowl. Maybe. I don't know. But we're going to try. And I don't know. Thanks for watching. I guess I should have turned the lights on. So my fault in that case. But sorry. We're going to the Super Bowl. So keep tuning in every day if this is exciting for you. And if it's not, then sorry, don't watch. Okay. Bye.